Bueno, pasado eso, ahora les paso a contar que en Colombia para poder adquirir se necesita un papel legal que lo dan cada 3 meses después de que el sindicato se crea para que quede establecido como legal.
When you establish a union in Colombia, you need to get your union registered, usually within 3 months.
Este papel nosotros tardamos como 10 o 11 meses en conseguirlo y lo conseguimos gracias a organizaciones como el ILRF, la FLCO y USLIP.
But it took us 10, almost 11 months to get this union registered, and it was only registered because of the support from international organizations like the International Labor Rights Fund, US LEAP, and the AFL-CIO.
Todos ellos impulsaron acá en los Estados Unidos que los consumidores mandaran cartas al Ministerio de Trabajo exigiéndole que nos entregaran ese papel porque era un derecho que nosotros como trabajadores teníamos al de organizarnos libremente.
And these organizations encouraged consumers to send letters to the Ministry of Labor in Colombia so that they would register our union, because it was the right of the workers to organize.
Pero esto fue solo una excusa, porque mientras que el tiempo pasaba, lo que la empresa quería era meter su sindicato, el sindicato de la compañía.
But while all this time passed, the company was trying to introduce its own company union.
Para cortar la cosa, el caso fue que desde el 2004 hasta el 30 de septiembre del año pasado tuvimos que convivir el sindicato de la empresa y el sindicato nuestro, que era el sindicato de los trabajadores.
And to summarize, from 2004 until September 30th of last year, both unions, the independent union and the company union, were both operating on the plantation.
Pero como el presidente de la Dolphin Flores, el señor John Amaya, no nos pudo acabar en los 2 años por más cosas que nos quiso hacer, el 12 de octubre tomó la decisión de cerrar la compañía y así lo hizo saber a través de los medios de comunicación en Estados Unidos y en Colombia.
But because the president of Dole Fresh Flowers, John Amaya, wasn't able to get rid of our union in those 2 years, he announced on October 12th in the press in Colombia and the United States that he was going to close our plantation.
Es así como el 12 de octubre, que éramos 1.600 trabajadores, al día de hoy ya quedamos menos de 150.
So while on October 12th of last year there are 1,600 workers at my plantation, now there are fewer than 150.
Y todo esto es para contarles básicamente que la Dole es uno de los principales proveedores a Walmart.
And all of this is to lead to the idea that Dole is one of the main suppliers of cut flowers to Walmart stores.
Y que a esta cadena de almacenes lo único que le interesa es tener la calidad, la cantidad y que sea a precios muy bajos.
And Walmart only cares about having quality, quantity, and everything at low prices.
Pero no les importa las circunstancias sociales que se viven en los países a donde estas multinacionales llegan, y así se a costa de cerrar empresas como la donde yo trabajo.
But Walmart doesn't care about the social or labor conditions in the countries where they're buying their products, or whether some plantations have to close.
Gracias por escucharme y ahora preguntas.
Thank you for listening.
At Bangalore. Now I am working in the garment factory from 1978 to 2000. Now in 2000, I am organizing the garment workers in our factory. Immediately the management take action against me. They large false complaint against me and they sent to our police station, and this legal litigation takes 2 years. From 2000, I am organizing full-time garment workers in Bangalore city. Now, little bit into history of garment industry in Bangalore. As of now, 1,200 factories in Bangalore, 500,000 workers working in the factory. 85% of the women worker, and they are all migrate from rural area, and workers' education is very low. Sometimes there is no education. Now they will try to organize the garment workers. They are all first generation workers. They don't know anything about the trade union. And that's why we told them to join the union. They are scared about the union. That's why we started called in Kannada called Garments Mahila Karmikara Munnade. In English, Garment Women Workers Friend. We started that this organization trained to the garment worker in labor law and women's rights and human rights. Up to year we have trained to more than 10,000 workers in Bangalore city. And after 2 years, the little bit awareness comes to the garment workers, and after they are all together, they started Garment and Textile Workers Union in Bangalore, and in the union up to more than 1,400 workers joined, and over the last 2 years, Garment and Textile Workers Union filed more than 26 legal cases, and now 3 for win. Workers, many international, we are working with many international organizations such as Worker Site Consortium. This is support to workers training and monitoring the garment factories in Bangalore City, university licensed garment factories in Bangalore City, and we are working with Job with Justice in Asian floor wages, and we are working Clean Clothes campaign, and Dutch organizations, and Fairway Foundation, this is also Dutch organization, and International Labor Rights Fund for the trainers training program. Now we come to the violation of the garment industry in Bangalore. This is one of the company. This is Tech Sports Syndicate. This is the main supplier of Walmart in Bangalore. In this company have 8 units, 8 factories. Out of the 10,000 workers working in this factory making for 28 brands like Walmart, Target, Natica, St. John, Arrow, H&M, Stephen Berry, Eagle, A&F, Brook Brothers, American Eagle, Next Impact, and extra so many brands they are making. And 60% of this unit made for Walmart. In these factories, so many violations in the garment factory. First, non-payment of minimum wages, no job security, forced overtime, no health and safety, verbal and physical abuse, non-implementation of labor law, and freedom of association. The non-payment of minimum wages. The legal minimum wages, government fixed $2 in a day, but this company paid only $1.75 to $1.8 in a day. And there's now in Bangalore, I think you have heard the Silicon City of India, Bangalore, the IT industry boom in the city. The IT engineers earn more than $2,000 per month, but garment workers earn $52 to $60 a month. This is they both are living in the same city. The buying capacity very less in the garment workers. At least the living wages to the garment workers $7 a day is good for the garment workers. And there is no job security. The workers are not given any advance notice when worker is not available. Basically, the factory can fire workers at any time. This is especially harmful to women workers since they need their jobs to support their families. See, in Bangalore garment factory, one woman worker take 1 day leave. They are not allowed next day. And she is come 5 minutes late, 3 days. They are not allowed inside of the factory. They termination from the service. Or she makes some mistakes in the stitching. So immediately the termination from the factory. Morning she come to the work, and up to evening she is working or not, she don't know. Whenever they want the management termination from the service, these workers.